And let's now get you the important story that we're tracking this morning. The COVID vaccination for children in the age group of 12 and 14 years begins today. Children will be administered the Corbevax vaccine manufactured by Biological E. This comes ahead of a new academic session that starts from April.
Now, so far, 75% of adolescents in the age group of 15 to 17 years have received at least one dose of Covaxin, while more than 46% are fully vaccinated with 2 doses. Apart from Covaxin and Corbevax, Zydus Cadilla's Zycov-D and Serum Institute's Covovax have also been approved for emergency use for the 12+ group. I am joined by my colleagues who are in fact going to track the updates on this through the day today. Revati is joining me from Bengaluru, Ayushman from Delhi and Disha from Mumbai. Coming to you first, Revati, in fact, what we can see is that this, of course, as we know, different states and different cities are starting the vaccination drive for children in different time slots. But then, have you been speaking to your sources in the hospitals, etc.? Have a lot of children and their parents signed up for the vaccination, this new phase of vaccination, which is starting from today?
Good morning. In Karnataka, the state-level launch of the vaccination drive for this age group will start at 9:30 a.m. Here at the Atal Bihari Vajpayee Medical College. Let me take you through the arrangements here while I brief you about what the state's plan is. The target for the Karnataka state is 20 lakh children between the age group of 12 and 14, and the state has a stock of that many doses of vaccine across the state. Here at the Atal Bihari Medical College, to start with, the inauguration will have just 20 doses. There are children who will be coming in at that point of time for the vaccination drive inauguration, and post that there will be district level launch as well. Now, initially the vaccination drive will be held at health facilities, but once the system stabilizes, there will be vaccination drive that will be held in schools. So later a part of the vaccination drive will be done at the educational institutions. Now, when there are online classes, there will be a particular day that will be set for this, and students will have to come to the schools to get their vaccination done. Of course, after the second dose, while this vaccination drive for the 12 to 14 age group, the first phase of it is going on, there's also focus on school dropouts, which the Rural Development and Panchayat Raj, Urban Development departments will come together to identify these children and bring them to school as well to get vaccinated. And most importantly, students with other medical condition, any sort of comorbidities, they would be administered the vaccine under the medical supervision at health facilities. So this is the plan as far as the state government is concerned in terms of vaccinating 12 to 14 age group. The target is 20 lakh children.
Right, Revati, just stay on with us. I'm also now joined by Ayushman, who's reporting from Delhi. Ayushman, what is the word from Delhi? And I'd also like to understand this one thing, that there was so much talk about, the emergency use approval for Corbevax and the fact that the government really went ahead with this approval without really checking with the NTAGI. How much of those reports are also true?
Yes, in fact, the center has released the guidelines. In fact, the vaccinators have been specifically told to check the age group of all those students and children who are coming for vaccination. Those born in 2010, their age will be properly scrutinized and they'll be given the vaccine accordingly. If they have not completed their age of 12 years, they will not be given the vaccine. That's the clear mandate from the center. And the vaccinator at the local level has to ensure that. In the national scenario, we have been told that the center has conveyed the states that there are ample number of vaccines available of Corbevax because of the fact that center had given an advance order for Corbevax to the Biological E. More importantly, there is also precaution dose for above 60 population without any condition. Earlier, the comorbidity was the condition. About 13.75 crore people are there who are due to receive their precaution dose in this age group. That is also starting today, but in the national capital, we have been told about 6.75 lakh is the population of 12 to 14-year-old. In the Delhi government hospital, we are going to see the vaccination start by 11 a.m. In the center run, RML and other hospitals, we are going to see the vaccination start at 9 a.m. So all set to for the vaccination in the 12 to 14 years age group. We have already seen Covaxin being given to 15 to 18. Now, Corbevax is the only vaccine which is currently being given to 12 to 14 years age group in the national capital and pan-India.
Right, I'm also joined by my colleague Disha from Mumbai. Disha, what are the preparations like in the city, and what time does the vaccination drive start here?
Well, good morning, Tanima, to you and our viewers here who are watching on Mirror now. Definitely, today is the day when the youngest, of course, kids will receive its first vaccine in the country. And as far as Mumbai is concerned, the financial capital, what we are being told that only at about 12 p.m. The vaccination will begin for children between 12 to 14 years of age at 12 vaccination centers. So here we are in Rajawadi Hospital, which is one of the biggest BMC hospital in Mumbai. And as you can see, the preparation is going on, the cleaning process is going on, to sanitize everything to ensure that when kids do come, they come at a very healthy and a safe environment, because this is the first time that such a young age group of 12 to 14 years of age, they are taking the vaccine doses. As far as the numbers are concerned, in Mumbai particularly, there are about 3.5 to 4 lakh children who will be eligible to get the vaccine dose. And overall, in terms of Maharashtra, there are about 65 lakh children who are eligible in this age group. As far as the government officials are concerned, they say that they have received 13 lakh doses of this new vaccine, which will be administered to the children today across the state. And they are not likely to face any sort of even shortage going forward. As far as this age group is concerned, Tanima, the government is hoping for a better response than the 15 to 17 age group. As far as the current numbers are concerned, the 15 to 17 age group, only 55% of them have taken the first dose, and less than 35% of the eligible population has taken the second dose. So they are really hoping for a better response, especially from this younger group, because now the schools have reopened totally. The city has opened up fully. So considering the health and the safety of the children.
Right. Disha, Ayushman and Revati, thank you so much for joining us live from various locations across the country. Remember, this is a very, very important age group that we're talking about, who's all set to get vaccinated today, 12 and 14, as our children begin to go to school. So this is an important development. We'll continue to track in all of that while the vaccination drive actually begins from this morning.